Hello everyone. I am Dr. Mahmouda of CSE department going to present Data Science Made Easy with Python. Introduction. The world is now ruled by data. As a result, there is a great need of data scientists. A data scientist helps companies in improving their operations through data-driven decision making. Data analysis and knowledge extraction from data are performed using statistics, data analysis, and machine learning, which is the synthesis of several. What is data science? Data collection, analysis, and decision making are all part of data science. Data science focuses on identifying patterns in data through analysis and making predictions for the future. With the assistance of data science, the companies can able to choose the better choices, whether we have to pick option A or option B, and also they can able to analyze the future, that is predictive analysis, what will happen next. Then they can able to find the patterns or potentially hidden information in the. Where is data science needed? The use of data science is widespread in today's society, including banking, consulting, healthcare, and industrial sectors. Example, to find the most efficient shipping routes, we use to design a route. Second thing, to predictive analysis, to anticipate delays for flights, ships, trains, etc. And also to develop marketing promotions. Also to determine the ideal timing for a delivery, to predict a company's revenue for a following year, and also analyze the health benefits of exercise, predicting the outcome of elections. How the data scientists work? In almost every area of the business where data is available, data science can be used. So the data scientist can be work in machine learning, statistic programming, that is Python or R programming, in mathematics, databases. So in these fields, data science are used. Here is how the data scientists work. How the data scientist work is, he or she must first arrange the data in prescribed format before looking for patterns. Second thing is, he or she has to investigate and gather data from databases, weblogs, consumer reviews, etc. Next, it has to be extract the data and convert it into format that is standardized. After that, you have to clean the data by eliminating incorrect values. Then we have to locate and replace any missing values by searching for them and then replacing them with an appropriate value. Next, we have to go for the data normalization. That is scaling the values to the useful range. Scaling is crucial because the quantity of 140 is larger than 1,8. Then after data normalization, we have to analyze the data. That is, we have to looking for patterns and forecast the future. Then finally, we have to represent the result. The result will be present in the useful insights. What is data? A collection of information is called data. The primary objective of data science is to organize data in a way that makes it understandable and practical to use. Data can be divided into two categories, that is, in structured data and. So, structured data is nothing but the data which is not organized is called unstructured data. So, this is the diagram for unstructured data. To prepare the data for analysis, we must use organized data. So the data has to be structured and organized. That is called as structured data. How to structure the data? To structure or display the data, we make use of an array or a database table. For example, in an array, we are having 10 elements. The following example shows how to create an array in Python. So array is a variable which is assigned to 10 elements with the square bracket. Now if you give print array, the output will be shown like this. Data science or in database table. Database table is a table with structured data where the database table structure consists of columns and rows. A row is a horizontal representation of data and a column is a vertical representation of data. Here I have taken on a data set consisting of 6 columns and 10 rows, where row is a horizontal representation of data and column is the vertical representation of data. What is variable? Variable is defined as something that can be measured or counted. Example can be characters or numbers or time. Here there are 6 columns, meaning that there are 6 variables, that is duration, average pulse, max pulse, calorie burnage, hours work, hours sleep. And there are 11 rows, meaning that each variable has 10 observation. That is, the duration we have taken in 10 observation and average pulse we have taken in 10 observation and so on. Data science and Python. Data scientists frequently utilize Python as a programming language. Python comes with built-in mathematical libraries and functions that make solving mathematical problems and conducting data analysis. Now, these are all the Python libraries. Now, Python libraries are having a large collections of mathematical functions and analytical tools, where a pandas is used for structured data operations like import CSV files, creating data frames, and data preparation. NumPy, Matplotlib, SciPy are the tools were used for. NumPy is used for mathematical library and Matplotlib is used for visualization of data and SciPy is used for linear algebra model. Now what is data science with Python data frame? Now first we need to create a data frame with pandas. A data frame is a structured representation of data. Let us define a data frame with 3 columns and 5 rows with fictional numbers. So first we need to import the pandas library as PD. Second, we need to define the data with column and rows and variable named ND. We have defined 3 columns in the variable D. Next we are going to create a data frame using the function pd.dataframeof. The data frame contains 3 columns and 5 rows. Now print the data frame output with the printf function. This pd.dataframe is nothing but to activate the data frame function from the pandas library. So this figure shows 3 columns and 5 rows. Example, to count the number of columns, we have to give it as count column equal to data frame dot shape of 1. So if you print the count column, the output will be number of columns equal to 3. Now if you want to show the number of rows, now we have to assign it count row is equal to data frame dot shape of 0. So when you print count row, the output will be. Now data science functions. Commonly used functions in data science are maximum, minimum and mean. The maximum function is used to find the highest value in the array. For example, if you give maximum of 10 elements, that is assigned to average of pulse maximum variable. Now if you print average of pulse maximum, it will give the output as the maximum value which is available in the maximum array. Now min of function, it is used to find the lowest value in the array, where we are assigning the array to average pulse minimum. Here the lowest value is 80, so the output will be 80. Now mean of function, it is used to find the average value of an array. If we given 10 elements in an array, we will be getting the average value, so the output is 2.0. Now data science data preparation. A data scientist must first extract the data, clean it up and make it useful before they can analyze it. Using pandas, extract and read data. Data must be imported and extracted before it can be analyzed. We explain how to input data into Python using pandas in an example below. First, we need to import a CSV file containing health data using read underscore CSV of 5 rows. It will show only the top 5 rows. Look at the imported data. As you can see, the data are dirty with wrongly or unregistered value, which means that in the row comma 5 there is a NAN, NAN and a NAN, and at the same time in the row 8 NAN, AF and also these are called as dirty or unregistered values. So there are some blank field also. So average pulse of 9 space 000 is not possible. So this will be treated as a non-numeric value because of the space separator. So one observation of max pulse is noted as AF, which does not make sense. So we must clean the data in order to perform the. So how to remove the blank rows? We see that non-numeric values are in the same rows with missing values. So when we load the data set using pandas, all blank cells are automatically converted into NaN values. So removing the NaN cells gives us a clean data set that can be analyzed. So we can use a function called drop NA of function to remove the NaNs, and axis equal to 0 means that we want to remove all rows that have a NaN. So now if you see this data set, the data set has been cleaned and all the rows that having NaN has been removed. That cannot be measured up against each other. For example, a color or a type of training. Ordinal means it cannot be measured up against each other. Example, school grades where A is better than B and so on. So these are the data. Data types. We can use the information of function to list the data types within our data set. So using this function, we can able to list the data types. Which kind of data types? Now look at this data set where duration is float 64 of and average pulse and maximum pulse are object of. So we cannot use objects to calculate and perform analysis here. So we must convert the type object to float 64. So we can use a as type of function to convert the data into float 64. So the following example converts average of pulse and maximum pulse into data type float of. For that we use as type of float. Now the data set has only float data types. All the object data types has been converted into. Now we need to analyze the data. When we have cleaned the data set, we can start analyzing the data. We can use the describe of function in Python to summarize the data. For example, print health data dot